Hello everyone. Today we will be dealing with mesh analysis and nodal analysis. Mesh analysis or loop analysis, also called as Maxwell's circulating current, is used to analyze a circuit for currents circulating in the loops, while nodal analysis is used to analyze a circuit for node voltages available in them. In this video, we will be dealing with the procedure to solve numericals using mesh analysis and nodal analysis.
The procedure that is to be followed for solving a question in mesh analysis are: select branch currents. By applying KVL, write loop equations. Solve all the equations in the given circuit for getting value of branch currents. Let us have an example question. Here we have a circuit. So the question states that using loop current method, determine current in branch of 1 ohm resistor in the circuit. Find voltage across 4 ohm resistor also. So we need to find current flowing through 1 ohm resistor, and we also need to find voltage drop across 4 ohm resistor. So before resolving this question, let us minimize the circuit. Like we have a 2 amp source in parallel with 4 ohm resistor. Let us apply source transformation at this particular point of the circuit. We can convert a current source in parallel with resistor to a voltage source in series with resistor. This is called as source transformation, which we have already studied in our previous video. So here we have a 2 amp source with a 4 ohm parallel resistor can be resolved into a 4 ohm resistor in series with 8 volt, that is V is equal to I into R. 2 amp into 4 ohm, 2 into 4, we have 8 volt in series. So the circuit becomes more simplified. We have the circuit here where the current source in parallel is resolved into voltage source in series with resistor. So when we need to find mesh analysis for this given question, we need to determine or find out how many loops are in the circuit. We have 3 loops, 1, 2 and 3. For each loops we have individual currents flowing through them, that is I1, I2, I3 in loop 1, 2 and 3 respectively. When we apply KVL, we can find out loop equation 1 for the circuit as: when I1 flows through 10 ohm resistor, we can write the equation as plus 10 into I1. When this current continues flowing in the loop and comes at 1 ohm resistor, it encounters two currents flowing through them, that is I1 and I2 as well. So before writing KVL, we need to determine the directions of current that are flowing through the resistor. When we talk about direction of the current, I1 comes at this point of the resistor and I2 flows at this point of the resistor. That is, the direction of currents are opposite. So when we write KVL for 1 ohm resistor, it can be written as 1 into major current. Right now major current is I1 because we are writing loop equation for I1. So 1 into major current minus neighboring current is I2. If the directions were similar, that is if we had I1 and I2 this way, then we would have written equation as 1 into major current I1 plus I2, because direction of current flowing in 1 ohm resistor are the same. If direction of resistors are opposite, we will have major current minus neighboring current. So when current flows through 2 ohm resistor, when I1 flows through 2 ohm resistor, this 2 ohm resistor encounters one more current, that is I3 flowing through them. The direction of currents at 2 ohm are opposite, so we can write KVL for this equation as 2 into major current I1 minus neighboring current I3. So when we write KVL for loop equation 1, we get equation like 10I1 plus 1 into I1 minus I2 plus 2 into I1 minus I3 is equal to 0. On solving the above equation, we get 13I1 minus I2 minus 2I3 is equal to 0. Let us come to the second loop. So when second loop starts flowing and when it enters at 1 ohm resistor, there it has one more current flowing through it, that is I1. When we talk about loop equation 2, I2 is the major current. So when we write KVL for 1 ohm resistor, it is 1 plus plus 1 into I2 major current minus neighboring current I1. When current comes to 4 ohm resistor, it has no neighboring current in it. So equation can be written as plus 4 into I2. When current continues and comes at source of minus 8 volt, entering point is at minus terminal, so we write equation as minus 8. Now when it continues flowing to 5 ohm resistor, it has one more current flowing through 5 ohm, that is I3. The direction of currents are opposite, so we have to write as plus 5 into major current I2 minus neighboring current I3. So equation of KVL for second loop can be written as 1I2 minus I1 plus 4I2 minus 8 plus 5 into I2 minus I3 is equal to 0. On solving the above equation, we get 10I2 minus I1 minus 5I3 is equal to 8. So let us solve the last loop left in the question, that is I3. So I3 has 1, 2, 3, 4 elements in them. On writing KVL, when current enters at 2 ohm resistor, it has one more current flowing through it, that is I1. Current directions are opposite, so when we write KVL, we get equation as plus 2 into I3 minus I1. Major current minus neighboring current. When current continues flowing and comes at 5 ohm resistor, it has I3 entering at 5 ohm as major current, and we have neighboring current I2. The directions of current entering at 5 ohm are opposite, so we have plus 5 into I3 minus I2. And when current I3 comes to 2 ohm resistor, it has no neighboring currents with it, so simply we write plus 2 into I3, and when it continues flowing to minus 5, that is 56 volt source, it enters at minus terminal, so we have minus 56 is equal to 0. So third loop equation we get as 2I3 minus I1 plus 5I3 minus I2 plus 2I3 minus 56 is equal to 0. On solving the above equation, we have 9I3 minus 2I1 minus 5I2 is equal to 56. So we have three equations now after applying mesh analysis. We have loop equation 1, we have loop equation 2, and we have loop equation 3. We need to determine branch currents for the circuit, that is I1, I2, I3. On finding values of I1, we can find values of I1, I2, I3 by solving the three equations, equation 1, equation 2, and equation 3. When we solve the three equations, we can resolve the value of I1, I2, and I3. So on solving the three equations, we have value of current as I1 is 2 amp, I2 is 6 amp, and I3 is 10 amp. So in the question, it was stated that we had to find current flowing in 1 ohm resistor. So according to Ohm's law, if we need to find current in a particular resistor, what we need to do, we can either apply Ohm's law, or if we look at the circuit, at 1 ohm we have two currents flowing through them, I1 and I2. So difference in the two current, that is I1 minus I2 or I2 minus I1, can give the current flowing through 1 ohm resistor. So current flowing through 1 ohm resistor can be I2 minus I1 or I1 minus I2. We have difference in the two currents, that is 4 amp flowing through 1 ohm resistor. We also had to find voltage drop across 4 ohm resistor. Through 4 ohm resistor, as we had stated, we were assuming I2 current flowing through 4 ohm resistor. So by Ohm's law, V is equal to I into R, that is I3 into 4. We have 10 amp I3 and 4 ohm resistor, we get 40 volt. So this is all about mesh analysis. Now let us look at nodal analysis. Procedure for solving a question or numerical using nodal analysis are: select the node voltages in the circuit. By applying KCL, write nodal equations. Solve equations for the node voltages. So let us have a look at a numerical. So we have a question here. Use method of nodal analysis and determine current in various resistors of the network. We have several resistors here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 resistors here of 2 ohm, 10 ohm, 1 ohm and 4 ohm. We need to find current flowing through each resistor by nodal analysis. So the circuit here has got 4 node points in them, that is node 1, node 2, node 3 and node 4 as reference node, whose value is 0. We can see here node 1 has got a voltage source of 36 volt connected to it. So V1 can directly be written as V1 is equal to 36 volt. When we look at node point 2, it has a voltage source of 20 volt connected to it. So we can write V2 as minus 20 volt. But node point 3 has got no voltage source connected to them. So we need to find node voltage at V3 using nodal analysis. At V2, which is connected to reference or ground, V4 can be written as 0 volt. So when we talk about third node, we need to obtain V by R. So at node point 3, we have 4 ohm that is connected between third node and reference node. So we can write equation for this particular resistor as major node V3 minus neighboring node upon the resistor connected between them, that is 4 ohm resistor, plus the next resistor is connected between third node and second node of 1 ohm resistor. So we can write nodal equation or KCL as V3 minus neighboring node upon 1 ohm resistor. The third resistor, that is 10 ohm, is connected between third node and first node. So we can obtain KCL as V3 minus V1 upon 10. So there are 3 resistors connected to third node, that is 4 ohm, 1 ohm, 10 ohm. Difference in the node voltages upon the resistor, we get KCL equation which is equal to the source provided here, that is minus 3 amp. If we had source pointing to the upper side, it would have been plus 3. So we can see here node equation for third node is V3 minus V1 upon 10 plus V3 by 4 plus V3 minus V2 upon 1 is equal to minus 3. So for finding node voltage using nodal analysis, we need to find out values of V1, V2, V3, V4 that are node voltages available in the question or in the circuit. We have V1 V2 and V4 already given in the question. We had got V1 as 36 volt, V2 as minus 20 and V4 as 0 volt. And on resolving the above equation, that is this equation, we get V3 as minus 14.37 volt. So the question had stated that we need to find current flowing through each resistor. So if we need to find current flowing through 2 ohm resistor, this 2 ohm is in between node 1 and node 4. So if we need to find current flowing through 2 ohm resistor, according to Ohm's law, it is I is equal to V by R. 2 ohm resistor is connected between node 1 and 4. So it is V1 minus V4 upon resistor value is 2. We know values of V1 and V4. By substituting the values, we get answer of 2 ohm current flowing through 2 ohm resistor. When we talk about this 2 ohm resistor, it is connected between node 1 and node 2. So I2 for this particular resistor can be given as V1 minus V2 upon 2. Substituting values of V1 and V2, we can get value of current flowing through 2 ohm resistor. When we talk about this 1 ohm resistor, which is connected between node 2 and node 3, we can obtain current flowing through 1 ohm resistor as V2 minus V3 or V3 minus V2 upon 1 ohm. Current flowing through this 10 ohm resistor, which is connected between node 1 and node 3, we can get current flowing through 10 ohm resistor as V1 minus V3 or V3 minus V1 upon 10 ohm. Current flowing through this 4 ohm resistor, which is connected in between node 3 and node 4, that is reference node, we can get current flowing through 4 ohm resistor as difference in these two node voltages, that is V3 minus V4 upon 4. So by substituting the values for all the voltages we said now, node voltages, we can get values of current. So the first current value is 18 amp. The second current flowing through 2 ohm between 1 and 2 node is 28 amp. Current flowing through 10 ohm is 5.07 amp. And current flowing through 1 ohm resistor is minus 5.63 amp. And current flowing through 4 ohm is minus 3.59 amp. Thank you.